Hello everybody, welcome back to the Pooz Network. My name is poozrfroope, and coming at you today is a little Darkest Dungeon. I wanted something more episodic compared to my other videos, like, you know, linear. So let me go ahead and get this started. Come up with the nickname Darkest Network of Pooz. That's fine for me. That is just, oh no, Darkest Network of Pooz. This game is really neat. Okay, enter. All right, there you go. It's really hard. It's a dungeon crawler. It's a side scroller. It's a base builder. And it's really hard. Like, your base has a graveyard.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places.
It's not. Let's get the gameplay. Sorry, guys. It's a cool story. It kind of explains why you're doing this, but let's just get the gameplay. Your little village here. It's kind of like you're a rich guy coming back to where your family comes from, and it's like haunted or whatever. And there's a graveyard, and the graveyard fills up pretty quick if you're not careful enough to try and, like, you got to know your limits. So here is kind of a tutorial. You move through the map kind of like a first-person shooter, but like D is, you know, forward. We're gonna move to this room. I have Renaud the Crusader. He's got, I think their skills aren't random in the beginning. I think you always get these two guys, and I don't think their skills are random. I think these guys are just the ones you start out with. You kind of get used to them. They may or may not die even in the tutorial. It's totally up to you and how things are played. They have, so this Crusader is God-fearing. Stress is a big part of this game. It's almost as important as your health, or maybe more important sometimes. There's that white dot here, and as it builds up, he will turn into like some sort of stress state that's really bad for your party. He'll start making it stress build up for everyone else in your group. And they have different reasons for getting stressed. He's also prone to stealing items. When you're back in town, you can relieve your stress. And for this guy, he will only pray for stress. So that's like the only option for him. That's a negative attribute. He's also Warrior of Light, 10% damage with the torch above 75. Here's your torch scale up here. It's at 100, and then it's divided into quarters. His abilities are random. His aren't, but there are other Crusaders you can recruit. This is a Highwayman. He's got Hard Noggin, Stun Resist, +2 to speed, and he's a known cheat. He's not allowed to gamble in town. It's kind of a negative, but when you send your guys to gamble in town to relieve stress, sometimes they can lose your hard-earned like items. So I usually try and stay away from that. Let's get going right into the game here.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path.
I know
the hamlet
about that.
is just ahead.
There might be traps. Oh, there's just...
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion.
Oh, he surprised us, and so we kind of got shuffled around. It's not the best for me to be up in front, but I'm not gonna take time to move us around, because it takes a turn to move him back. His abilities got all messed up when I did that. Let's go ahead and stun him. And then I'm gonna finish him off here. Hopefully.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
So that went pretty well. Let's make him switch back. And I'll just have him highlighted. So like this ability, you can only do it in, there's 4 party slots. He can only do this ability from the middle 2. So he couldn't do that when he got switched. And that's a pretty big deal. Movement in party, it's very strategic. Alright, yeah. I just hit W to interact. Got some money.
Leave nothing
Money's
unchecked.
really valuable.
There is much to be
go
found
through
in
this room.
forgotten places.
Oh, that's
An ambush.
switch
Send
again.
these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their
I'm
kind
actually
is
gonna
no
go ahead.
longer
You know what?
welcome.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have him buff himself. Take I'll take some damage. I'll have this guy move ahead of time, so next time he goes, he'll be all buffed up. Yes, I think I will go ahead and do this grape shot blast. AoE damage is amazing. And this first guy maintains the first 2 positions, so it's only just doing 2 people worth of damage. This guy has AoE, but it's only the first 2 slots, where the big guy already has that. So I'm going to go ahead and get one of these guys stunned. I can only do him because the first 2 positions. That'll take away a turn of his. You know, I'm going to go ahead and get him a blood effect. He resisted it. As you can see, when I hover over them, it says their resistance values, and those build up. There's like a rate where it builds up. So I already stunned him, but his stun resist didn't go down. So I think I'm gonna do him. Cool. That's very valuable. Extremely valuable. Let me see. Let's hope I can get a bleed effect, because bleed effects are great. There it is. Every turn he has, he'll do a little bit of bleeding. His stun resist went up to 70% because I had done it. There was a diminishing return there, so I'm just gonna like take it right to his face. Pretty good hit. He'll die soon. On these abilities here, it tells you like his first ability has a damage mod of minus 15% on that one. But none of his are at full, so it's like minus 50%, but that's an AoE. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now.
Prodigious size
So I can
alone
spread it out
does
to the guy
not
behind
dissuade
him.
the sharpened blade.
Go ahead and stun him. They also have accuracy numbers. Your chance of
As
landing
the
it.
fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
It's the end of the dungeon, so some of this stuff really doesn't matter. Like the food is only used in dungeons. If you don't use them, they don't get used. The money's good. The shovel's used for dungeons. I won't retain that. But these sigils and whatnot, those are really what it's all about in this game. It's a tarp. All right, we're done with that level. Get your experience and see. These are the heirlooms are really what it's all about. Get some money. These guys got leveled up. See if I get something good. Sometimes you don't. Whoa. So if stress is above 50%, I just don't need food for this guy. That's great. Ooh. Ooh. He's already fast. That's great. Those are totally random when they happen. Sometimes when you level up, you get a -1. This game is wild. It's
Welcome home.
It's almost like in Dungeons and
Such as it
Dragons
is.
what wild magic is.
This squalid hamlet,
Kind of
these corrupted
random,
lands,
not necessarily good
they
or
are
not.
yours now, and you are bound
Do
to
some
them.
augmenting of sounds. A lot of my
Wet death, a moment of
games
rest.
lately have been a little too loud, I think. So blah blah blah. Alright, we're good there. Let's go ahead and save. Turn to game. This kind of tells you the log. It's not that important right now. I have some quests here. These, you actually take a while to get to these because you kind of have to be at certain levels to approach those things. There's little hints. It tells you about hints.
Most
Here's your
will end
graveyard.
up here, covered in
People
the
die, go
poisoned
there.
earth, awaiting
is
merciful
kind of
oblivion.
Your storyline. Here is important. The stagecoach,
Women and men, soldiers
where
and
you can recruit
outlaws,
people.
fools and corpses. All
I
will
am
find their way to
actually
us now that the
going
road is clear.
to increase the size of my roster.
More
I'm gonna
arrive,
do
foolishly
one of
seeking
both,
fortune
because
and
I can.
glory.
Next time
in this
I have
domain
heroes to
of the
recruit, I'll have 3
damned.
instead of 2. And my max size went from, I'm not sure what it was, to 11. I think maybe it was even 10. These guys are free to just put in your group, so I'm just, you know, I only got 2
What
others.
better laboratory than the
They're now in my
blood-soaked
group.
battlefield?
Now these guys are random. I think you get these 2 classes when you come back to town after the tutorial, but what they have is totally random. He's got the blight thing, which is okay. He's got the stun thing, which is good. He stuns the back 2 rows there. He's got a cure blight bleed and a heal. It only does 1 heal, but that's a big deal on the map. And he's got the CC shuffling people around. That's pretty useful. He has a negative. He gets more stress in the wield or wayald or whatever it's called. In town, he'll only meditate. So he's kind of like a Reynald who needs to pray. Plus 1 speed if he's 50% on health. That's good. Nymphomania. Ooh. He gets bonus stress. That's not right. He has to. He will only meditate to relieve stress. But if that was gone, I would definitely use Nymphomania. That's interesting. I can get rid of that, but it'll be a while before I can, because I need a certain thing in town before I can even consider that. So he will just be meditating. But if that was gone, I would definitely want to do the brothel. And this healer chick, she's great. She's got her stun spell. She's got her individual heal and her group heal. And she has a debuff, which gives plus torch. That's great. I think that's the first time I've ever had that on her. Minus 2 speed if torch below 25. I hardly ever let it get that low, so that's not too bad. And oh, that's really great. Just stress resist, just overall. That's wonderful. And they have their armor and weapons. These are typical for each class. They get what they get, and you can upgrade them later on. I actually have a lot of stuff down here. I wonder what's going on. No, I'm just gonna embark.
A mecca of madness.
Just make my group down here in order, and I decide this based on where they prefer being, based on their skills. So this guy likes the middle, this guy likes the back too, and she's better in that position, in the 3rd position. So you know what? Since this guy has no preference because of his skills, I'm gonna go ahead and switch them. I rarely do that, but sometimes what they want to do, what their talents are, it's better to do that. Let me just take a swig of this wine here. And
the cost of preparedness,
this is your provision stage.
measured now in gold, later in blood.
1 of those. I'll do 5 of those. You don't want to spend too much money here, because money will maintain the whole way through on your character or whatever. But the things that you buy, are only for this dungeon, so you don't want to overbuy. Money is very important. You'll see why a shovel is important later. Sometimes I'll even get 2 of those, because if you come up to a wall and you don't have a shovel, you increase your stress, and every party member gets hurt. No good. So I'm joining another dungeon here in the ruins, which is important because there's
The fiends must be driven back.
different strategies here. I need to complete 100% of the room battles.
Of our noble line.
And I have alright, I think I will go this route first. Yeah, I want to go there. Here's that wall.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
I'm gonna bump into traps. There's traps in these crates. Sometimes there's nothing. Sometimes there's random battles. For me to complete this, I need to complete 100% room battles, and those are the battles that you find in these blocks. Ooh, you'll see what I mean. I didn't buy 2 of these. So now they're all going to decrease health a little bit, and they gain stress. Wow, he got 2 stressed out. And I'm already playing this really bad, guys. I hardly ever let it drop below 75%. That's not how I play. It's actually been a while. I surprised them. That's big. I'm actually going to not waste my time in stunning right now, because it can be really effective early round if I get a free turn. Like I mean, they're all damaged. I usually will heal with her, but I think I want to really debuff this spider. Seems like a little bit more important than little slugs. I will take aim sometimes, but I want to get them damaged. I actually, wow, that killed 2 of those guys. I'm gonna take it straight to the face. Let me see. I actually have a higher accuracy on stunning blow. I really only want to do damage, but I want to make sure I hit, and that accuracy is higher. Excellent. One of those spells increased my torch. So, oh look it, they're doing a scouting. Scouting doesn't always happen. I believe this means that this room is empty, so I actually really don't need to waste my time going that way. And making sure you choose kind of the right route is important. Let's go ahead and torch ourselves.
The way is
I'll bump into a fight because I saw that on the scouting.
We require only the strength
take aim
to
on him
follow it.
so I can make sure to hit that AoE blast. I will party heal. It seems weak, 1 to each, but that's 4 health total. Oh, first 2 rows? Oh no, I get a pick. Well, he's the tank. He's in front. Let me give him blight. He's got an AoE, and I'm going to use it just to show you guys what it is. First 2 guys there. Pretty good. Multiple damage is really great. I just got owned there. Oh, that was great. Hit every single one. I rarely expect that. But you usually don't get hit for 14 damage when you're level 0, so... I could choose just to heal her, but it's just kind of better that I give everyone a little bit of hit points. Go ahead and blight him too. And I could stun. Stunning is such a good thing, but so is AoE damage. I just want them dead. And they got blight, and he might just die next. You know what? He's gonna die.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. How quickly the tide turns.
I highly recommend this video game to you guys. It's it's free to play.
And insidious
no, it's not
killer.
free to play. It's 20 bucks. I happily spent 20 bucks on this game. Very happily. Really cool game. I haven't played very much like it. Very excited for it. It's in beta still. Let's see what's in this Iron Maiden. Ooh. Ooh, it gave me claustrophobia. Severe fear of enclosed spaces. How that's so great. That iron lung when I opened it gave me that. It's just so good. That's so good. You don't get that in many games. So I'm already thinking what I should do. It's never really a waste to give myself the buff in the beginning. But I'm going to stun these back 2 guys, because that guy I don't like too much, or this archer. So 1 dodged it, that's too bad. That's weird. Maybe I just saw who dodged it. Gonna be doing the heal, like crit heal on the front guy, not necessary. I'm going to stun blow this guy. It tends to happen. You get buffed. I think that's the diminishing return. I think the buff is that you're not going to be... Wow, 3 crits. You're not going to be stunning them so easily next time.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Wow. These crits are murder. Oh, he's still got a pretty low stun resist. There we go. That's so important. The thing we do this guy is give him some extra protection. Though it's weird because they're not going to necessarily go after him. There are other tank, air quotes, characters in this game, and some of them will mark themselves which is kind of like acknowledged by the enemy team, and so they'll kind of go, wow,
Death waits.
I got crit
for the
with the
slightest lapse in
prot
concentration.
bonus. That's just crazy. Stun resists are really getting up there. I think I might take the time to dot him. He resisted it. That's kind of what happens. Let's AoE them. Kill the second guy.
Give them no quarter.
There we go. I'm doing very well. Sometimes when you're not doing great, you could really miss a couple things and make your circumstances really kind of get sketchy. Like one of my guys might die in this fight, and it's not even
Injury
like
and despondence set the stage
in the end
for
there.
heroism or cowardice.
I generally don't do this, but I kind of want to make sure he doesn't get to the death blow position. Ah, what a waste. He can't do much. Kind of want to switch him, but I kind of want to just kill somebody. And there it is. That's the best idea. Making sure people die. Pretty important. Okay. Party heal for sure. And let's get a dot on that back guy because he's just chilling up too high up. Oh, that's not gonna work. Let's do the AoE damage. There we go. Looking pretty good right now. Let's finish it off. Hell to the yeah.
Trifling victory.
And I got
But
a deteriorating bracer.
nonetheless.
Ooh. It's good and bad. Such is the case for this game. Let's see. Alright, I'll take it. I can't really do anything for health right
The
now.
match is struck.
I got food, I can use that for health,
star
but
is born.
it's better that I let it kind of roll. Was it a trap? I went through here before, there wasn't a trap. What the heck? That's not typical. Usually, like, the route you go... Oh well. Oh, I saw it and I walked into it.
Curious is the
So
trapmaker's
lame.
art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his
So,
own eyes.
these make things good. Let's go ahead and... Guys. He doesn't need food. My last torch. These guys are weaker and I kind of want to just start damaging them. I don't want to take a turn where... But that's really good. That buff is really good. Yeah, keep attacking him. He's got plenty of health. Let's go ahead and get the stun party going. Wow, that did a lot of damage too. Let's get these guys stunned in the back. You're yelling for a heal, but you are the healer. This game's got a lot of like nice role-playing flair. She's on her death blow. Hopefully she doesn't get hit again because, well, those guys are stunned, so they probably won't. Death's door. We can't let that happen, so I'm gonna actually give her 1 health. She's not in death's door anymore, and 1 more hit would have killed her. Like, done. Let's get this guy stunned. Make sure all the stuns just go out. Some health. Give it to me. You know it. You know it. Sitting pretty, guys. Let's get this guy. He's got too much health. There we go. So these guys are ranged guys. They're most of their abilities are for the back end, but they do have something. They have this little ability to hurt everyone when they get closer, melee-wise. So I'm gonna AoE them. Ooh, gotta love that. Whenever they crit, that little symbol means that they actually,
These nightmares,
I don't know how do you say it, their stress lessened.
Beaten.
They got happy about it. Alright. I think I kind of knew that was coming, but these guys are all about bleeds with their claws and stuff. No doubt that's gonna happen. Yep. Kind of glad they choose different targets rather than just the tank, but he's on death's door. And if he bleeds, he might just die. You guys might just witness. You know what? It's cured. That was a good time for that. Because if he would have went next, he would have just died. Let's stun him. I'm pointing at the screen while I'm talking to you guys. Like, I'm using my hand gestures. It's freaking awesome. I'm so animated that you guys can't witness it. Oh, his resolve is tested. He is irrational.
Reeling,
I defy the verses.
gasping,
Dance in love and drink for all.
over the edge into madness.
Yeah. Let's get him blighted. Hopefully, work. Thank you. Light, bless my allies that they may stop. I don't even know what he just said there. He's really affecting my party now. Like everything he says. See that? He just like decided to move.
A devastating blow.
He actually lost. He's still in that irrational state even though he dropped below.
And now the true
Death's door,
test.
don't.
Hold fast.
Shouldn't be his turn next.
Or expire.
Yeah, we'll do that. He's not on death's door anymore. I'm not too concerned, but I do have a battle coming up that... Let's stun this. Hoto. Let's just finish this off. Ah, good.
This expedition.
Though what I could have done there is I could have stunned and then waited for the healer, because you can't heal out of turn. You cannot. See, he's just every little thing. He's just. Why eat nothing? I have food. Who's hungry?
Gnawing hunger.
I have
sets
food.
in, turning the body against itself.
You guys saw that. Oh, now she's paranoid. You know what? You know what? I know about this situation. I shouldn't continue and finish. They're all losing their shit. Really.
The walls close.
Like 3 of them.
The shadows.
The next moment, they're just gonna freak this this front guy out who isn't. I'm abandoning this quest.
Failure
That
tests
was the
metal
smart move.
of heart, brain, and body.
I was close to finishing the quest. Straight up, but I got a good bit amount of money. I have some treasures. I think that those just add up to money. And I got a lot of heirlooms. Oh god. Oh, cool. Slugger is great. Enlightened, not so much. That's always good. Heals while camping. Camping is a dynamic I'm actually not too familiar with. There are longer missions that camping you get to like do something kind of cool.
It is shameful that I must rely upon you to set it right.
Stress relief. We know all about this. We need to
Fresh
send a lot of our guys
cards and curtained
to do
rooms.
that. You got the Abbey and the
solace to
Tavern.
weary and broken
Right now,
alike.
I'm gonna need every single one of these guys, and you'll
The
see that
cobwebs
there's
have been
some
dusted,
new faces
the
here.
pews set straight. The Abbey calls to the faithful.
This guy needs to pray. He'll only pray. And I'm glad sometimes this caretaker, he'll fill a slot that you need. So it's really shitty sometimes. That increases stress recovery for Transep. I'm going to do that.
Gilded icons
I'm going to send him
and
there.
dogmatic rituals.
Bam.
For some, a tonic against the bloodshed.
Yeah, these guys definitely got to go in there. Enlightened will only meditate. So he's got to go there. I'm gonna do that.
A little hope, however desperate,
Who was that?
is never without worth.
Go in there. It's cost me a good amount of coin to do all this stuff, by the way. But these guys can't continue with their situation. So she can do whatever she wants. I'll go ahead and I think there's some cheap options, like the bar is cheaper than some of the others. I think the top one's generally the cheapest. So it says, let's get her drunk for the night. Though, with a party of 4, including this guy, he's not going to do much before he starts freaking out. But I need a party of 4 to embark. So I will deal with that in the next episode. Thanks for joining me, guys. I highly recommend this game. I actually haven't played it for a while after purchasing it, but I played it for a while, and I'm missing it, and I'm loving it. And it's very stressful and tough and hard, but that's actually quite nice. So there you go. Comment, link, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think. If you know what, if you comment, I'm gonna rename these characters your name. I can rename the hero. You pick, or I'm gonna pick, and say what you will. And I'm gonna get this party full of your guys' names that watch these videos, and I think that'll be a nice touch. So thanks for tuning in, and I will talk to you guys later. Thank you.